Hello and welcome to EduKimi's YouTube channel. My name is Harsh Singh and with me is Karuna Mishra.
Government schemes have always been a tricky area in the UPSC preparation, especially for prelims. Would you agree, Harsh? So whenever I have a conversation with the students, especially who are going for prelims this year, I find one common problem. Ma'am, it is very frustrating to cover all the schemes. There are just endless number of schemes. The implementing agencies for the similar sector scheme are different. The budget allocation is different. Sometimes even the target groups are different, though the sector is same. How do I remember all this? And you know that feeling that you see that similar scheme in the question paper, but you're not sure about the option. तो ultimately बच्चे वो सब कुछ पढ़ना और attempt करना छोड़ ही देते.
But Karuna, government schemes are not so easy to let go. I'll tell you why. See, the trend analysis says that every year they have been asking 2 to 4 to 6 questions. In fact, 2016 had 9 questions from government schemes itself. Also, there are particular sectors from where schemes are asked. Agriculture had 9 questions in the last 4 to 5 years. Financial inclusion, 7 questions. Industry and skill development, 4 questions. It is not as tough to study for these schemes. I'll tell you why. Look at this question from 2020. It says, short-term credit support is given to farmers for which of the following purpose? It is asking for the objective of the scheme. Look at this question. Atal Innovation Mission is set up under the, it is asking for the agency which has set up Atal Innovation Mission. Question from 2019 again. Maternity Benefit Act, all it is asking is who are the beneficiary here. Similarly, 2018, a question which asks about the objective of Digital India Plan. How tough is it to cover?
So what I have understood from Harsh's analysis is that you have to take care of 3 areas of scheme. One is my objective. You know, the questions where they ask what is the aim of the scheme, what is the purpose of the scheme, that basically is the objective. So whenever I study a scheme, I should jot down the objective, I should keep it in my mind. Second important part is the agency, as we saw in the Atal Mission question. So if I know the agencies, objective plus agency will make my preparation stronger, right? But along with that, if I know the beneficiary, I don't think there is any question which you cannot attempt if you have covered these 3 segments. So we say that we will help you prepare covering these 3 areas, but there is a catch. So for the older schemes, what I have observed is, when students ask me why has the question come from, let's say, a scheme from 2015 or 16, you have to keep it in mind whether there has been a change. When I talk about change, whether there has been a change in budget allocation, if the target group has been changed, or even if the implementing agencies have shuffled themselves in the implementation, anything you find is in news regarding that scheme makes it important. Now here the catch is, you should know some details also. The second important part is sector. Now, for example, your Prime Minister in his Independence Day speech gave the world an objective of one sun, one world, one grid, which is about solar power, right? So entire sector of solar energy here becomes important. So this is what you have to take care of.
In fact, it looks like we have fairly simplified the schemes issue, right? So if you look at the questions of 2017, such low-hanging fruits, there has been a question about the aim of the program Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, just the aim, and you score 2 valuable marks. Another question from 2017, all they are asking is who is the beneficiary of National Pension System. Another question, what is the objective of National Nutrition Mission? Similarly, another question, what is the purpose of Vidyanjali Yojana? That means the objective of the mission. Now, it looks like we are on the right track. And therefore, we bring to your solution to the problems that you face before the pre-exams. The schemes which are in news, the schemes in which some changes have been made, and we will cover the schemes based on the formula, objective, agency and beneficiary. So stay tuned for our upcoming series on the government schemes.